When examining a QMB or a GY6 generic bike like a Sunel, my comment on the brand is that basically these companies have like terrible warranties and part support. And when it comes to finding parts online or dealing with warranties, a lot of the companies that we tell you to stay away from is because they don't pay correct labor laws. They don't obey the lemon laws with the dealers. In certain states, you're supposed to pay dealers for labor, and this in turn gives every Chinese brand a really bad reputation. The other thing is they change production factories almost every other year depending on who gives them the best deal. So one day you might be buying from Johnway, which Johnway has stopped pretty much selling to a lot of these companies. Next year they might be buying from Zongshen. The following year they're buying from Wang Yi. They switch a lot. So you'll see the same model, or just change a letter, like right there, from a 20 to a 21. And then the back piece, the plastics will look the same, but the engine's actually changed a little bit. And you're like, hey, how is this possible from year on year? The engine's changed. And that also has to do with EPA certificates. And a lot of the manufacturers used to get away with using the same EPA certificate for a lot of the models. So little things would change, and the manufacturer went no. For example, this model would have a larger disc brake in the 2007 version. The 2009, 2010 has a smaller disc brake, but it has the same exact part number inside the manual. So that's what makes Chinese bikes really unreliable. And when I say Chinese, I mean the lower end of the spectrum, not somebody that has certifications like CFMOTO or Zongshen that manufactures for Piaggio. Just the ones that are being exported for the lower end countries, they tend to do this. They tend to just anything goes. The manuals use the same part numbers year on year, and when they change something, the dealer finds out at the same time that the distributor finds out because nobody bothered to tell them. So I just say, you get what you pay for. If you're buying a $500, $400 scooter at the store level, that's what you're getting. Do not expect them to pay you $40 or $30 warranty per hour. There is no warranty. They might send you parts by mail after you return them the parts. That's completely illegal. Yet a lot of these Chinese brands do it, and a lot of dealers get in trouble for selling them. But they figure if they sell enough of the units, they'll make up the difference over time. And in my opinion, my professional opinion, it's what's wrong with the industry right now. I recommend sticking with companies like Kymco, Carter, SYM, TGB, that pay labor and have parts and send you parts under warranty and don't just give you, 1-2% free parts with every container you buy, which used to be the norm, the standard Chinese way of doing things. So that's my opinion on these bikes and how they affect warranties and parts.